Hi there, Kate Dubois again. I wanted to chat to you about wisdom today. In my mind, wisdom is not gained from universities or schools. Wisdom is gained through knowing one's mind, through self-inquiry, through remembering one's true nature and applying that knowledge to their self. The confusion comes when we think that what we've learnt in this life is knowledge. That's learnt information. Knowledge is actually inherent, it's inside of us. This is why they say every morning you wake up, you already have everything you need to succeed. It's actually true. We have everything inside of us. But the issue with modern man or woman is that we've forgotten how to remember. Our minds are so busy, they're striving, competing, pushing forward, or living in the past in fear, dragging our worries and problems with us, that we simply can't see the sun through the clouds. Remembering takes careful attention to the inner voice. Animals do this every single day, and they don't have any higher authority other than their instincts to guide them, to tell them when it's time to eat and sleep, rest, or take exercise. They do rely purely on the knowledge that they're born with, pure instinct. I want to talk to you about my dog Mindy. I watched her give birth once to 6 puppies, and they were she's only a tiny dog. She was actually very small for her the type of dog. She's a Shih Tzu Maltese actually, and she gave birth one after the other to these 6 puppies. And honestly, watching her was just fascinating because she knew exactly what to do. Now, I guess my argument here is that Mindy didn't actually have a book to read, and she certainly didn't have her mother around to guide her and how to do it, or any sort of and I'm not suggesting anybody should go through birth without having an assistance. I'm not suggesting that at all. But down the train of evolution, somehow we have forgotten so many things. And I guess I like to say that we need to remember to come back to these really innate sets of knowledge that we have inside of ourselves. In A Course in Miracles, they say all your difficulties stem from the fact that you do not recognize yourself, your brother, or God. And to recognize means to know again, implying that you knew before. It is said that we need to forget in order to remember again. So what does that even mean? I know, I understand. I had to sit with it for a while too. We gather so much information that we falsely believe is knowledge from the time that we were born, and it needs to be unknown, as it's all based on perception. And I feel like at the moment we're going through a period of time in the media where there's so much information coming at us from all different angles, and people are calling it fake news and conspiracy theories and real news, and it's very, very hard to determine what's what. A Course in Miracles again states, to know is to be certain. Uncertainty means that you do not know. Knowledge is power because it is certain, and certainty is strength, remembering that knowledge is coming from the inside. Perception is temporary. As an attribute of the belief in space and time, it is subject to either fear or love. Misperceptions produce fear, and true perceptions foster love, but neither brings certainty because all perception varies. That is why it's not knowledge. True perception is the basis for knowledge, but knowing is the affirmation of truth and beyond all perceptions. That's huge. So how do we remember? We can't always ask our ancestors, as most of them have passed, and the information received would all be based on their perception. Remembering that perception is created by our experiences that we've had in the past, and that's why you can get 2 siblings side by side that have seemingly lived exactly the same lives, yet their perceptions are completely different. You can't play back the videos with our ancestors and look through old photographs, as they only carry the memory of your perceptions at the time that you were shown those pictures. You only need to look at newsreels, like I said, to know that information can be skewed to look a certain way based on the writers and the reader's own agenda. So what we can do is listen to our hearts, not to our minds. Our soul holds the information, and that information is transmitted through the third eye, through the Ajna chakra, and through our guts as a feeling. So you know that our guts, we actually are transmuting information all the time into something that's nourishing or something that needs to be expelled from us. Our gut is actually has the capacity to help us to evolve. What we need to do is take time out from the hustle and bustle of life, slow things down a bit, and spend time in nature. Don't waste your energy with wild imaginings about places or people. Your negative thoughts are causing you dis-ease. Do daydream, be creative, cook, dance, play music, laugh and sing often. Try yoga and meditation. Listen to your body and your heart. If your body is tired and achy or sick, don't go for a run or a jog, or listen to loud music, or be nurturing, be loving of the body. Stop and watch the clouds float by, read a book. Just be in your heart. So if your heart's saying don't do something, then don't do it. And if your heart, your soul is saying something's not right, well, follow that intuition. Stop being a people pleaser. There's lots of people that we run around our lives trying to please all the time. And these are the ones that are actually draining your energy, the energy vampires. And to be honest, we're participating in that. We're giving them our energy. These people will actually be fine without you. They'll just move on to someone else, for sure, 100%. So really watch your energy, watch the way that you're expending your energy, and take really, really good care of yourself. As you do that, you will start to become more sensitized to your energy and everybody else's. And you'll know when it's time for you to slow down. And when you slow down, then you can really start to listen to the inner voice that is speaking to you at the moment. For example, at the moment, mine is saying to me, something is not right in this world. I'm not going to say what it is or what it isn't, but my inner soul is saying that the information that I'm getting, something's not right about that. So this could speak to you that the information that you're receiving is not right, and that is your perception, that is your reality. And you really need to tune into that, because that's exactly where you are at this particular vibrational stage. In Patanjali's sutras in Hatha Yoga, he mentions that there are 4 loks in the world. They are Sukha, these are the happy people. Dukkha, these are the unhappy people. Punya are the virtuous ones, and Apunya are the totally wicked ones. And I think we're all seeing versions of those at the moment. All people can fit into all of these categories at any time, actually. He also says that there's 4 keys to unlock these locks, or to open these locks, and they are Maitri, which means to practice friendliness, and Karuna asks us to practice compassion. Mudita, indulge in delight always, so have that chocolate donut. And Upekasham asks us to disregard what doesn't serve you. So this is actually where Patanjali is giving you permission to, if someone's energy is not suiting you, then just, don't flick them, but you don't have to seek it out. He says, when you're happy, use the friendliness key. And when you're unhappy, with unhappy people, use the compassion key. When you're around virtuous people, use the delight key. And when you're around non-virtuous people, use the disregard key. My advice is to be mirror to love. Stop placing your energy where it is being depleted. Use your inner wisdom as a guide, and put you and your peace before anything else, and see how beautifully your life unfolds. And remember, if there's somebody that you're having trouble with at the moment in your life, extend them love and compassion, because they are only viewing the world through their perception at the moment, and it's not feeling sorry for them. Don't go down that path, because you're just sending them into victimhood. You are going to be sending them love and compassion, and understanding that they're coming from a place of their perception, which again is a culmination of all of their experiences that they've had in this life thus far. And so are you. So bless you and bless them, and everybody stay safe and healthy. See you really soon. Namaste.